right, guys, man, what's going on, man? I'm Chad.
I'm Jeremy.
And we have some very special guests with us. Man, introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? We're Haunter. I'm Noma. I play guitar.
I'm Mark, and I play bass.
Man, y'all about to see a dope episode, man. So don't change that dial, as they say, right?
Swiping, no swiping. How about that?
Yeah, swiping, no swiping.
It's a computer, bro.
Yeah, swiping.
You all showing your age.
Yeah, there's dials. There's dials. Don't shame me. I see what makes you people cheer. Man, start the episode. Start it. Fusion fam, what's up?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Man, Jay, I gotta say, it feels good to be back home.
It does.
I missed it.
Man, we've been out, guys.
Yeah, we've been traveling. But I'm sure y'all know a lot more about it than we do.
Traveling's fun. Traveling's fun.
It can be.
So if y'all could, please introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, y'all? We are Haunter, or three. Let me say what? Half. Math is hard.
Two halves of the
two halves. Oh God, that sounded bad. What's going on? We are Haunter, or half of Haunter. I'm Noma. I play guitar.
I'm Mark, and I play bass.
And I'm Chad, and I do a podcast.
And I'm Jeremy. I'm the other half of the podcast that we're currently doing.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get on some Steiner math.
Yeah, I know, right? One half of FusionHaa Podcast, and that's the other three quarters over there.
Yeah, so if you put three quarters with one half, man, you get a whole of a podcast.
Something like that, plus 100 guys, and then half of the half, and 2 plus 2 is 4.
And then we're missing the other two, but if you got to multiply to bring the other two here,
man.
you're about to get a dope podcast.
Yes, that's right. Meow, that's right.
Yeah. Man, I'm Chad.
And I'm Jeremy.
And together this podcast, this tag team, this collective, these Comic-Con conquerors, these wrestling phenoms, these gaming gods.
Playing, baby.
We are FusionHaa! Oh, you see it.
Man, a little something.
I told you, I like to lift, but I'm also hungry. It's a vicious cycle.
It is sad to be us sometimes, We like Oreos because you love Oreos.
Oh, I love some Oreos.
Ooh.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
before we
Oreos.
start this interview, we got to talk about the important things. Bro, there are some Selena Gomez Oreos. Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, sir. What?
Selena Gomez. She has some Oreos.
I'm familiar. Look,
What?
familiar with the two concepts separately.
Right.
Totally understand Oreos. Got it. Understand Selena Gomez, icon, legend, star.
Right. Together on a cookie.
I mean, but
Yeah.
why not, though?
Why?
It's like a cinnamon flavored Oreo now. Where they got the idea for the flavoring, I don't know. Full amount of question, said thing, but it exists.
Okay. Cinnamon. Okay. I mean, cool.
I would try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. We started talking Oreos, and I got kind of excited because I was thinking, oh wait, have y'all been on those Reese's peanut butter Oreos they got?
What? Yo, I seen those.
No.
Are they good?
Reese's peanut butter sandwich between an Oreo cookie.
I seen it.
I'm just saying,
It doesn't
it's
sound
never
like it
been
would
a
go
finer
bad.
time to be a big back. Never been a finer time to be a big
We
back.
can do a whole
I
podcast
gotta
on
go.
Oreos.
After this, you talking about going to Cider K, I gotta go to the store.
Yeah.
I seen them, but I thought that they were
It's
going to
almost
have.
bulking season.
I mean,
yes.
It's almost what?
It's almost bulking season.
Bulking?
Yeah. Gotta bulk up, bro.
Yeah.
And what's the better way to do it than
Yeah.
a whole bunch of Oreos and some milk and call it a day?
Winter is coming.
Hey.
Gotta warm up somehow, man.
Yeah.
Oreo, baby. With
So
Selena
many.
Gomez.
So many.
Yeah.
Dual meanings. Do the signs, do the Googles.
I mean, look, I'm just saying, like, if we're talking snacks,
Yeah.
Right.
don't miss out. Don't get left out on this one.
I am not trying to be missed. I love Reese's. Oh my God.
Man, this is great. This is gonna be a good episode.
Yeah,
I feel it in my jelly.
It's a cookie. That's you with me. I love Reese's. You love Oreos.
I mean,
There-
FusionHaa. Yeah.
There it is.
go.
There it is.
Oh
It's
my
locked
God.
in. Like, get involved. I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. So, guys, if you could, just tell us a bit about yourselves and kind of about your upbringing and if any of that kind of led to you guys becoming Haunter.
Oof.
Yeah, he's Barbara Waltz or something. Please forgive my co-host, best friend, cohort, all that.
You want me to ask you questions? Why your music good? You want me to ask that?
Yeah.
That comes later.
Stupid.
That comes later.
Look, we can talk about all the things.
Okay.
But all right, so a quick rundown of our band. So I started Haunter back in. So this is actually even predates Mark. Like I technically started Haunter like 2015. Because I was in a band and we were playing around town. We had done some things and some shit was cool. Some of it was whack, but most of it was cool. But I wasn't really happy at the time, so I was like, all right, let me just try to figure out like if I still want to even do music. I had a homeboy of mine. First of all, shout out to Aaron Musselwhite. That's the homie. That's the broski. He and I started kind of like working together, putting together some demos. And I couldn't really find a vocalist that I liked. I had a couple of people in mind. I just knew that no matter what, like I just wanted a different type of energy. Because the last band that I had a bunch of dudes in it, and it was cool. I mean, because you're hanging out with the bros and it's fun, but it's not conducive for like the type of life I wanted to live. So I was like, all right, like this. We were already kind of like not seeing eye to eye. Stuff was getting weird, so. People started doing what they needed to do to take care of themselves. So I was like, all right, writing's on the wall. This whole part of my journey is done. So I started working with Aaron, started writing songs, and I just kind of got this idea in my head that I was like, oh, you know what I want? I want different energy around me. So I was like, cool. The next vocalist I'm going to have in a band, like I want them to identify as female. Like I want feminine energy around me. Just because I just think like with dudes and bands, sometimes the environment can be a little toxic, can be a little not supportive. Like I was just like, I just want different energy. Doesn't matter how it comes or what shape it comes in, but like I want different energy. So I started putting some songs together, put some demos together, and Lucy and I met each other because my old band and her band did a show. So we did a show at House of Blues, and it went really well. But at the time, I was like trying to talk to other like female vocalists that I knew at the time, and I just randomly just hit her up. I was like, you know what? I don't know if this is gonna work, but hey, like I know we clicked, we hung out at the show. Like I'm looking to go to LA to start working on some music. Are you down to go? Wow. And I had demos, but she hadn't heard them. I didn't have a band name. I didn't have anything. I was just like, hey, I know this sounds weird, but I got my friend out in LA who's down to record. Are you willing to hop on a plane in like 7 months and come work on music? And without a doubt, like it took minimal convincing. She was just like, yeah, when do we leave?
Wow.
Yeah.
So I see why you say how you started. It was like, it's gonna be weird, but look, team, rock with the boy. We got some.
Yeah, I had a little emotion, so I was like, all right, cool. Like, come out to LA, like work with me and my friend, and we'll just kind of see what happens.
Right.
So before all that, she signs on, like, and we start hanging out and kind of like figuring out like what are we gonna do, like what's her name, like all that stuff. So we get all that sorted, and then right before we leave, like maybe like at the beginning of the year, I end up meeting Mark because our producer played in a band, or he does play in a band called Danger Kids. Okay. Also, shout out to Danger Kids and to Tyler, goated. I met him at one of their shows, and then we link up, we click, and like it's Lucy, Mark, and myself. We all just kind of started hanging out, jamming, and then we go to LA our first time in 2017 with our buddy Mike, and the rest is kind of history after that.
Word.
Like we just stayed locked in, and it's become Haunter.
What's up?
What's up?
I don't think I could. That was it.
You're like, I couldn't say it any better than
that. Is the origin story.
Yeah, that's how we got started. But Mark, tell them about how did you come into meeting us? Like, tell us a little bit about your music journey.
I guess you did kind of leave that part out.
Yeah.
So, I was in a band a long time ago, and we worked with a band from Dallas, and we did some shows together, and their manager, I worked really close with their manager and just kind of talked to him, and he called me one day and he was like, hey, dude, I'm going to be in Houston. If you want to hang out, he lived up in, I think, like Missouri or Illinois, or it was somewhere over there. I can't remember exactly where. And so he was coming to town, and he hit me up, and I was like, yeah, dude, I'll be there. And showed up to the show and was hanging out with them, and he was like, you know, are you going to be playing with anybody? Like, are you still playing, or what are you doing? And I was like, man, not really. Like, I haven't been playing a lot lately. I'd totally be down to join another project, but I was just like, I don't, you know, everybody that I know kind of around here, they all kind of want to do something heavier, or, you know, just, he's like, well, my buddy wants to start a pop band. And I was like, okay, that would be cool. Like, I've never done that before. Like, he's actually standing right there. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I go meet him? And he was like, yeah, that's you know.
That's what I was in for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. All right, perfect. Cool. Turned around, walked over there. He's like, Noma? He's like, yeah. I was like, I play bass. My name's Mark. My buddy Jan over here. Shout out Jan. Told me that, you know, you're starting a new project and this is where I need to go. He's like, okay, perfect. I'm going to LA in a couple months. You want to go? I was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
I just apparently have found very agreeable people to work with.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, you just found two people that at the drop of a hat were just like, hey, let's go to LA. Oh, okay,
cool. LA.
Yeah, like blind faith. Like they trusted me so much.
That says a lot about you. That says a lot about you.
It's magic, that stuff, man. Yeah. Shoot, heck yeah.
Yeah, but it's been cool, man. Like we've been a band for a while, and every release things just keep getting better. Cooler stuff happens, and we just kind of have kept it moving.
I'm gonna ask you, how's the ride since then? Like, you know, like the ups and downs and all that stuff. Like, how's it been going?
Bro, it's interesting. Like, I mean, I think with none of us are like completely new to being in a band, but I think the journey for us has been very interesting. Like, because I mean, we had all these grand plans, like obviously like to release our first single on Valentine's Day in 2020. We was like, oh, we got this. We got the next couple of singles lined up. We're gonna really like hit this hard, and then obviously like the world shuts down.
Cool.
So we're like, okay, we don't know how to navigate like our new normal just as people, let alone like how do we be a band that exists strictly online? Because none of us had figured out like the whole online thing. Like, and even now, I would say like, I don't think we got it figured out now. I think we're better at it, but you know, we were at home at the time, and like we're seeing people just kind of like figure out how to like really pop online, and that's kind of been like our journey between putting out new music, learning about like how to continue to grow, and like now that we're starting to do like live shows, how do we kind of like build that momentum and keep it moving and leveling up. So that's been like our challenge now, but back then it was just how do we get people who never heard of us, have never seen us, don't know anything about us, to take a chance on a band. Because like now the marketplace was already crowded, like with artists. That's just how like the internet works. Technology moves, like people, anything that you're doing becomes commoditized, and then like the barriers to entry lower, everyone can play, it's all democratized, which is great. Right. Because there's so many people contributing, so there's going to be more like great music being made. Problem is, there's a lot of great music being made, and so like, how do you fight for space? How do you make yourself unique or stand out or do anything different? I mean, it's the same thing for podcasting.
Oh
like,
yeah.
How many people were like, hey, I've got a laptop and 2 microphones and like 2 buddies, so let's
podcast.
Yeah, let's do something. So
And I feel like, you know, like when we used to be in bands a long time ago, like the music industry is not the same as what it used to be.
True.
No. And you know, like in a lot of ways it is, but there are like, I guess I'm dating myself a little bit here, but MySpace, you know, back in the day, it was,
I think all of us know about that. Yeah.
You know, that was the place for music. That was the place you found bands and like a lot of the stuff. And then now you have like Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube Music.
Yeah.
You've got all these different outlets, and like, so it's how do we stand out in that crowd, and kind of learning how to navigate our own marketing and how we're gonna stand out. And it's kind of different than what I've done in the past.
Yeah. I will say y'all name is definitely what stood out to me. Just when you guys will say, hey, you know, let's do the pod, let's collaborate, let's do something. I saw the name, I was like, I'm in. Like, I saw that because, so your name, obviously. Well, it may not even be obvious. It may just come from something else. But I'm assuming it comes from the ghost Pokemon.
It does not.
See? It's not so obvious. So please, tell us how you got your name.
Which, by the way, total accident. Didn't realize it was the name of a Pokemon until I was at Aaron's studio one day, and I was like, okay, I think I have a name for the band. I told him, I was like, I'm going to call it Haunter, and he immediately was like, oh, like the Pokemon. And I was like, I did not realize that was a thing. Didn't realize that was a thing, and it'd been sitting in my head so long that I was like, well, I'm not going to change it now.
Yeah, yep, there ain't no going back now.
And I was like, oh, God, please, Nintendo, don't be litigious.
Oh, God, yeah, they are.
You know, I was like, oh, my
Big
God.
on that.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy. I mean, like it's a common word, so I mean, you can't. It's like,
and that's kind of.
It's like, yeah, you can't really copyright the sun. You know, so I was like, cool. Like, let's just kind of keep it moving like that, so we try not to do anything that's too on the nose, because I am not in a position to handle that.
I ain't built for that.
I am not built for that.
I've been doing Pokemon since '99, big dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to relax. Nintendo, chill.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Hey, I got Super Mario Galaxy coming out. Leave me alone.
Yeah, seriously. you have so much. I have so little. Let me have this. Like, what are you talking about? Nintendo?
He's pleading with Nintendo. I love it.
Bro, because
you said the Sun, right?
Yeah,
they Disney because they bought it like recently or some shit.
Yeah, you don't think Nintendo and Disney got goons?
Come on, bro.
Oh my God! Have you ever seen the RDC World thing when the Nintendo Switch 2 came out? They had a video where Sony and Microsoft were trying to put out a hit on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh yeah!
That's never reminds me. Like they got gold. That's never reminds me.
Look,
they do.
I'll tell you, like, you think these multi-billion-dollar companies don't got goons?
Mouse got goons, bro. So think about Ray Gun.
Hit him with that missile.
Oh shoot!
What? Oh my God!
Oh, whoever thought there would be a Mickey Mouse in this?
Right.
Goofy.
We were talking about anime and stuff. A little bit, but man.
Oh man. So guys,
Disney.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
So like I said, man, I think y'all are so talented, man.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
Like your style of music, like it seems like it pulls from like everywhere. I can't like put a pin on it. And I think that's why I love it so much. I love when music can cross all genres. Who are some of your guys' musical inspirations?
Oof.
Oh yeah, you definitely wrote some questions down. I can say you did. Yeah, I like that.
Well, see, but I'm like, I love music. Like I
He
love
does.
it. So like whenever I'm listening to it, like that's how I listen to it. I'm like, okay, like your singer, like she is. I was hoping she would be here so I could tell her how good she is in person, cause she can sing. She got
She is.
Yeah.
like she hit a note in this one song, and I swear I listened to like, what is that song by Kelly Clarkson? Behind These Haters Alive. It was like the way Kelly Clarkson held that note. It was very similar to what she did, and I was like, oh dang! I'm like, oh, I gotta tell her she's good. But if you're listening to this, that's for you.
Damn,
You were talented.
Now, Lucy is like I'd say once in a lifetime talent. Like there's literally nothing she hasn't been able to do. Like anything that I've thrown at her, anything that our producer has thrown at her, like she just takes it and runs with it and is immediately like adapting to whatever we've created. Like she's so fucking talented. Like I'm so incredibly fortunate that she just said yes, and we've been rocking ever since. But yeah, man, I would say she's like our secret weapon, because I think the music is good. Like, don't get me wrong. I think the music is good. I think the production is great, because Tyler is an insane talent. Like I do legitimately think he's gonna go down in history as like one of the great like rock producers. Like just being honest, because I mean right now like his biggest client is this artist called Falling in Reverse.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So Falling in Reverse, I Prevail, Blessed to Fall, his own band, like a ton of other different like super cool things that I can't even talk about. Like I've been fortunate enough to be behind the curtain, so I know a little bit about a little bit, but like he is low key like the GOAT. Like not even so much low key, like I mean, Fallen Arrest is like literally the largest, I would say probably the biggest rock band in this country right now.
Yeah, I love them. And so like it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
So now I'm like in my mind, I'm like listening to the It makes sense.
Yeah. So I would never in my wildest dreams would have thought like me and Rodney Radke would have the same producer, but we do.
That's crazy.
Awesome,
But we do.
Y'all are a super team on the low, yo. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like like the new Avengers. Like, oh, we just have this super powered like Sentry. He's on our team. Don't worry about it.
He's the Superman of
Yeah,
Marvel.
we got these guys on our team.
He's
Y'all
a
are
nuclear
a-
option.
Y'all are a stacked band, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't want to say it. I
You
didn't
know,
say anything about
I
it.
do things, you know.
I mean, all that. Honestly, all that just kind of came about just from me being cool with a band that I was a fan of. So Danger Kids, like I was a fan of their band. Period. Like before I even knew Tyler, like I was just a fan of his band. But it kind of turns out, and this is one of the things I'll say, like longevity has its perks. Tenure has its perks. I'd been playing in the scene for so long that I had actually ended up, without even realizing it, meeting one of the members of Danger Kids because they played in a band that my old band played a show with.
Oh, wow.
So again, it's all this 6 degrees, and so I'm at the show, and I'm there just to kind of just hang out. But because some friends of mine are also playing that show, I obviously get backstage. I end up meeting the band, and then the bass player Jake and I were like, "Oh wait, we remember each other."
Right.
And so he and I started hitting it off, and we're cool. And I'm like, "Hey, y'all need a place to stay?" Because I know like touring bands, especially like when they're not necessarily like big, like housing from city to city can kind of vary. So you lean on friends, your network, your people. And I was like, "Yo, just y'all are free to come crash with me. Like anytime y'all are in town."
Oh, wow.
Place to sleep, place to shower, internet, like y'all at least at the very least be like have basic comforts.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
while you're on the road, like because I know they're few and far between unless you're fortunate enough to be able to, have a situation that awards you those comforts. So I'm like, cool, y'all stay with me. So anytime they would come into town, like the band would be at the house, like Tyler and I would just kind of hang out, talk about music.
Yeah.
He would show me stuff he was working on. I'd show him demos that I had, stuff from my old band that never got released. And then he just kind of floated the offer. He was like, "Hey," he's like, "Dude, like if you get something off the ground, hit me up. Come out to LA and we'll start working." And it's been like that ever since. Like, and I realized like Tyler's such a good dude that we went out there and I was like, all right, cool. Well, maybe we'll get 3 songs and it'll just kind of be whatever. But bringing it back to Lucy, I high key think that like the reason why we keep getting asked back is that he loves working with her because she's such a talented vocalist and she's such a talented songwriter. Like it makes it easy. And if nothing else, if there's one thing I found is that like professionals, like especially when they're working at like the highest levels, like someone like him,
Yes.
they love it when people make their job easy. Love it.
Hell yeah.
Love it. If you sit there and you're like, cool, what you did was great. I got one minor tweak. Okay, you crushed that. Great. Let's move on. You've made this so easy for me. Like, I can't tell you how many times he's just been like, damn. She got it. Lucy just has it. So, like, that's my roundabout way of just saying my vocalist is dope, my producer is dope.
Yeah.
So, like Chad was saying, like, what's your music inspiration, though? Like, for the songs or like the lyrics and all that stuff.
Well, sometimes I hear like
Just in general.
because like I kind of hear like a Paramore, Avril Lavigne, like then there's like all the electronic stuff, of course. Like it's very hard to like pinpoint that because that can be so many different people. But I just hear like a lot of like pop influences in there. So who are some of your favorites that you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, my tastes vary. They're kind of all over the place. I mean, I'm an emo kid. I grew up listening to that stuff. So I'm like all. I won't say as far as bands that I like that I think have made their way into Haunter's music.
Yeah.
So bands like Churches, I would say
Yeah.
is a huge influence of mine.
I hear that.
A band like Jimmy Eat World is like my favorite band of all time. I don't necessarily think that their sonic, like their music has really kind of made its way into it, but like I do take that kind of approach to the guitar stuff because it's nuance and it's subtle, but it can be intricate at times. So like I really think that some of the guitar stuff between myself and Tyler really lends itself to that kind of that music. I think as far as the band, as Haunter is concerned, like we do take influences from pretty much everything. Like I mean, we've done rock, we've done straight up pop, we've done like EDM stuff. I mean, we have songs that have K-pop influences. We have songs that have hip hop influences. Like we really just kind of grab from whatever we think sounds cool.
Yeah.
And if we have an idea, like, oh, you know, I want to give this song this type of energy. Like a lot of the stuff that we do with Tyler, we'll go into the first session. I'll kind of tell him just like stuff I've been digging. I'm like, okay, what are vibes that I've been just kind of feeling,
Right.
and I'll end up picking the general direction of the song.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and we'll like Mark and myself and Tyler and Mike, like we'll write the music. We'll write all the music together,
Oh, wow.
and then Lucy will come in like the following week, and then herself, her, Tyler, and myself, we'll sit down and we'll write all the lyrics and melody and stuff like that.
Damn. Okay. Mark, you just asked him like what song. You gotta promote Game Boy.
I mean,
So what's the inspiration behind Game Boy?
Game Boy.
yeah,
So that was one of the first songs we wrote.
Really?
What?
yeah.
It was. And sorry, I'm gonna run my water here.
No, go ahead, man.
No, you're good, you're good.
There you go.
Man, what was our inspiration?
So that one, like, there was a couple of different like songs I was listening to at the time, and I think so. Something I think that's acted kind of like a through line for our band is this sense of nostalgia. Not necessarily because I was like, oh, I want to lean in on like the whole gaming, like vintage gaming thing.
Right.
Like that made it into the visuals because it just kind of seemed smart to do that.
Yeah.
But it was more like we liked the idea of, I don't know, growing up and like just having like summer vacation and having like a summer like fling, like stuff like that. Like it was always just kind of like you want to look at the past of like growing up and like being a teenager and kind of figuring out like, oh, like girls and feelings and all this other stuff, and like I don't know, I just became enamored with the idea of like bringing it back and talking about like kind of a simpler time, like as an adult, going back and looking at like summers that you're like, oh man, like when I was out hanging out with my friends at the cul-de-sac, there was this one girl that I liked, and you know, and all this other stuff, and like
That's
just
cool.
kind of creating that imagery. Now, obviously, like Lucy will have her influences and her experience to kind of pull from, but she and I are usually kind of going through the same thing at the same time, like emotionally. So it was really easy for us to kind of align and build it out. And after we kind of laid out our inspo tracks, like Tyler and I were able to kind of catch the right kind of vibe and then build out the song.
Man, symmetry.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's been cool to work with Tyler and cool to work with Lucy because they just get it.
yeah.
Damn.
So how was it making the Gameboys EP, correct?
Yes, Gameboys
So-
the EP.
What was kind of your process of actually creating something? Because I mean, to me, an EP is a big deal. 'Cause I know you guys, you've been around for a while, but this is your first EP, correct?
Mhm.
So that's a big deal. So what was kind of your thought process and your mindset? Like, okay, we're gonna put this out there finally because you battled and you won against COVID. Now it's time to get your stuff and put it out there for the world to hear. So what was it kind of like to create it and give it to the world?
That's a damn good question.
It is.
I didn't write that down.
So, like, I feel like, that's a good question. So Game Boy, for the EP, like, we had always done singles. And, you know, that's what I meant by which song,
Gotcha.
is because each song kind of had its own feel, its own kind of, you know, like Paralyzed is a little bit more of a rock song.
Yeah.
Game Boy and the songs on the EP, Strangers, Untouchable, they all kind of, Catch Me If You Can, they all kind of have a cohesive like pop feel.
Yeah.
And so I think like this is a good way for us to release the EP and it be very cohesive and everything kind of fits together, and we get to like show this pop side of us as a completion. Because something else is coming next.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, we're talking about the EP here. So.
I got a little teaser.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Thank you. Let that marinate for a while. I get it.
We always got a little something in the chamber. So.
But it felt good to put these songs together and to make this as an EP, and for like this is the first one because we are so proud of Gameboy.
Gameboy, man, it's good. The song is stuck in my head, and Catch Me If You Can is another one. It is stuck in my head. I'm just like, this is good. Like, I couldn't wait to talk to y'all. I was so excited. I was like, so I hadn't heard of you guys before this.
Yeah.
And I became like a fan. Like, I was like, this is so good. Like, and it was your first EP. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, cause I've heard bands and like they're normally like their first stuff is like, it's rough. Cause it's like kind of the process. Like most bands, like they start somewhere. Yeah. But you guys, man, and I see why.
You hanging with legends, basically.
Y'all got Tony Stark in your back pocket. With all this, giving you what you need. Like it all like makes sense. But like I said, man, you guys are dope.
Thank you.
Heck of a first offering to the world. That's
right.
Yeah. We've been real fortunate.
Yeah.
Wish we had all of y'all, but dang, I love y'all too, man. Y'all cool. Like all the story, man. Like, damn, I only got half the story. I want the whole story. But like, no, y'all fill in the blanks for real. Yeah. So we definitely appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely gotta check y'all guys out. Like,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Podcast, we were talking about that. So,
Yeah, October 3rd and 4th. We got October 3rd in Houston at the Secret Group with our homies Millionaires.
Okay.
And then October 4th in Austin with Millionaires. We're also playing with Waiting for April. Like those some of our homies in that band too. So I'm excited because I think that's just gonna be like 2 days of like homie hangs, and that's 2 days of homie hangs and like actually and playing shows, which is like the only thing I've ever wanted to do with music. Is just like hang out with my friends and play shows. So I'm personally super excited. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't say shout out to Third String Productions for putting us on. Like those shows were really excited. So thanks to them for that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I got one more musical question before we get into the nitty gritty.
All right, let's
stuff.
Yeah. So, what are some goals you guys have for yourself, like going forward? Like I said, a great first offering, man. Like this should be the catapult to a lot of good things for you guys. So, what are some things y'all want to accomplish?
Ooh, that's a good question too. Shoot.
I definitely have my answers queued up, but I'd like to let Mark take the lead on this one.
No, I'd love to do some festival shows and get on some of those bigger festivals.
Yeah.
I
can see it.
That would be a lot of fun. Something about like the live show energy is just.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what we play for.
Yeah. So I mean, Mark kind of took my answer. So like for me, just playing out more. Doing festivals, like opening for our friends, like that's really more what I'm into. Like I'd love to do like a tour, but if I could do something like Riot Fest or Warped Tour, like Warped Tour would actually probably be like the goal for me, or Summer School. Summer School would be fucking sick. Summer School would be fucking sick. So like festivals that I feel like we fit with, that would be super awesome. Play more shows with our friends who are in bands. Like they know who they are. They know that I've already asked. So, but yeah, just like doing more shows with friends and like being able to just kind of get more people to kind of just not see us as like, oh, there's just another band on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. I wanted people to see us live and be like, oh, okay, they're actually dope.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Because we had our first show back in June, and it went really well. It went really, really well.
That was your first time like performing?
Our first time performing as a band. We had never shared the stage before. We had never even played the songs together before, up until we started doing rehearsals for that.
What?
Golly.
This is crazy.
Because we had written all the songs, but like we never played them together. We were just like, oh well.
Yeah, we didn't really have like band practice. It's not like
Yeah.
once a week we
Yeah,
go and
yeah.
have a band practice.
Like no,
So you
it-
guys lay
New
your
age.
tracks, create the song, on to the next, right?
So the engineer like just
Yeah.
makes it and puts it
puts
together.
together and boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, what a time we live in. I be forgetting that we can do that nowadays. Man.
Yeah,
It's not the 70s,
this could
60s.
actually happen to
Yeah, we
where
do that now.
they've never played together before, but you've been together for so long.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's doing more shows and continuing to hang out with our friends and play like festivals. Like that's what I would love. I would love to be able to do that more. So, if 2026 lends itself to us doing some festival shows,
Heck yeah.
then yeah, I'm all about it.
All about it.
And my last question about this now, I wish I would ask this person in chat, ask that because y'all have some dope answers. Like, damn. But like throughout the journey, like have y'all had some times like y'all burn out or y'all like, man, this is hard, or what we doing, or it's been like just smooth sailing the whole time?
Oh no, dude, this whole thing is held together by duct tape and depression. Like what you mean?
Outside of COVID, and I meant to word it like that too, because like of course COVID made it like, we gotta do all this now. How? Because nobody had a blueprint to that, so I get that too.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I think as a creator, period, like, it's not just music. I
Right.
mean, it's, you think about, like, what y'all do, like, the fact that, like, these creative spaces, there's so many people doing stuff now. There's so
Right.
many, I mean, you've heard the discourse of, like, people are like, we need to take away microphones from guys because they have terrible opinions, which, honestly, true. Like, there's far too many dudes with far too many podcasts. Some of y'all need to shut up.
Not this podcast.
Not this
We're
one.
awesome.
Not this one though.
Not this one, though. Not this one, though. But the idea of, like, podcasts of people doing music, like,
Right.
all of it's tired. Like, everyone's done it. Every possible iteration or version or mutation of it has been done before.
Right.
You know, but you still have to find a way to make it your own and make it unique. And I think with us, so you were saying, like, were there any times where we doubt ourselves? And I think, yeah, like, we're fortunate enough to be, you know, you talked about, like, how the music was and, like, the production value and the fact that, like, we have someone like Tyler supporting us and, like, working with us on music. Like, we're fortunate enough to be operating in a space where we're working with someone who's very high level, and we're also fortunate enough, you know, to have had people and friends of ours who are in the industry who are doing well.
Wow.
And who are, like, you know, doing the things that we ourselves want to do. And so sometimes it can be very, like, tough because you're like, okay, I know my songs are dope. I know the band's look is dope. I know people, if the right people just found us, like, this would pop off. Like, why hasn't it?
Sounds familiar, huh?
Why didn't it just quite click? Like, no, don't get me wrong. We've had some success. We've been very, very fortunate in that space, you know. But if you really thought about it, like, there's times where I'll even think about it, like, hey, this band that I'm friends with a year ago, we were in the same spot. Like, within 6 months, they've got a record deal and a massive tour. So what are they doing that I couldn't figure out?
Hey, bro, you wouldn't.
Were you here, like,
Yeah,
a
did you
couple
listen
hours
to
before
that?
y'all came?
Mark, we know you got here first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
right.
literally just had that conversation, like, as we was just kind of like just moving stuff around, cleaning up and stuff. And I was like, nobody say we suck unless, you know, they just talk trash, right? And really, they don't even say we suck. They just talk about that subject of what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that ingredient?
Because we've done some cool things.
Yeah.
And we've
And y'all
had some
sound
good
just like
experiences,
us, yeah.
and a lot of people we've talked to and interviewed,
Yeah.
they love being on the show. So it's like,
Not even just that, the stuff we did on
Yeah.
our own. People
Yeah.
like, y'all got some cool.
yeah, it's like
right?
so y'all have it, like, it's cool.
Yeah,
but like,
so-
now we just got to figure out how to make it, like,
out there.
Yeah. Out
So,
there.
so the only thing that I've figured out, and I don't think I said figure out, but I actually don't think I have it figured out. I think the only thing that I've seen that's worked is that you don't quit.
Yeah.
God damn, I've been here
Which-
for years. So no, you're right.
It sounds stupid because you're like, there has to be something else, and there probably is. Like, if I'm being honest, there probably is something else. There's probably some sort of X factor. You hit at the right time.
Right.
And if you hit at the right time, were you prepared to do what was needed after you hit? Like, because there's been friends of ours who've gone, like, crazy viral, but had nothing to follow up with, and they fell off. And then I've had friends who went crazy viral. They were prepared and then perfect example, our boys Never Tell, shout out to them, love them. They actually put out their record the same day that we did. they're signed to Epitaph, which is one of the best indie labels, period, in the game. They blew up on TikTok, but the thing is, like, oh, just TikTok band, whatever. Like, no, they self-produce all their stuff. Like, they self-produce all their music. They just now started having some co-writes, but even then, like, Raul has been like the mastermind behind a lot of their sound. Yeah. So they were just prepared. So when the moment hit, when the iron struck, like they're like, oh, okay, well, we have the gear so we can play shows. We have figured out how to create content consistently, so we always have a solid online presence, and we're putting out new music so that these fans that just found us now have something new, so we can breadcrumb them into a bigger release. And like stuff started happening for them. They were able to sign their record deal, got great management. Like they're doing it, but they're still only doing it with just a small group of people in their camp.
Damn.
And it's all because that they were smart. They knew they had something, and they were able to capitalize on it when the moment came. Right. So I found for us, or at least what I believe, is that we're just doing stuff while we're waiting for our moment. Every skill that we're building, every task that we complete, like, is just going to get us that much closer, so that when that moment hits, it's not oh shit, what do we do now? It's like, great, we were already prepared and planning for success.
Sound like you're dropping gems just now.
Yeah, like you're just like, that y'all will know this saying, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
He says it all the time.
Yep, preparation and timing, man. That's what it's all about. Like, if you are prepared, you're always prepared. Like, no matter what. Like, Jay and I, we're doing episodes. We're dropping them every week. Sometimes multiple ones throughout the week. It's for when it's time for the big time. We have we got a crazy catalog. Yeah, y'all come and check us out. Like, we're ready.
And, like you said, we know what to do. And I want to say something that's not disagreeing. It's just I wouldn't say it's stupid. Like, keep going. It sounds stupid. Like, nah. To me it sounds cliche. Yeah, like, I heard it in, like, cause I was like, shout out to Chris Van Vliet. He said the same thing. Like, how you do it? Just keep going. I'm like, man, I heard this 1,000,001 times, but
it's the truth.
It's the truth
because you keep going till you get to that point.
Yeah.
Then when you're there, it's like, okay, I'm prepared. I'm ready because I have all this experience. Yeah, like you said, you're gaining XP, man.
Exactly. Like, all the things that you do that lead up to that big moment.
Right.
It's like you're gaining XP. You're sharpening your stamina skill. You're sharpening your strength skill. You're sharpening your
charisma.
All of it.
All of it's getting, and then when that big point comes, if you don't stop,
there it is.
Right.
So I would say cliche. I wouldn't say stupid because it does for some. You're right. For some, it might sound stupid to me. Man, it's cliche. I heard that.
You hear it all the time.
Saying the same thing. So
but it really is true because like I look at all of our friends who are doing things. Like, there's been so many places where all of them should have said, I'm done. I'm cooked. This is costing me too much money. This isn't making me happy. I'm not seeing any sort of progress with this.
Right.
But something in them compels them to keep going. Dang. And the people who are winning are usually the people who didn't give up.
Yeah.
Now there's people who get lucky. There's people their luck does exist. Yeah. But I believe real luck is like what you said, that timing and like preparation and timing. Like it lines up and you're just like, cool, I'm ready. I'm ready for that moment. So I think that's what we're just kind of working on, is to be ready for that.
Because if you stop, you're never gonna get there.
It sounds like the four of us got the same thing. Because and it's so funny. When we were talking to the other guest we had yesterday, he basically said the same thing. Like, he's a Twitch streamer, right? And he's slowly trying to get to the partnership with Twitch. And like, he's like, man, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Like, his numbers are rising up. I'm helping by just watching stuff every now and again. And he was sitting there saying, like, there's people that reach that goal, stop. And then, like, they went from, like, say, like 75 viewers, they start small. And they went down to 20 because they stopped, like, 3 months. Or when they finally get it, they don't do it no more. So it's like all that work for what?
Yeah. It's like, you got to think, like, because that's the problem, or not even a problem, but that's the thing is, you got to where you wanted to get to. Now you've made it, but now the hard part starts because you got to stay. You got to stay on top. You got to keep going. You got to elevate, and you can't just become a Twitch and feel like, oh, okay, I'm done. No, now it's time to go even further.
Yeah. So I look at it a lot, and this is very telling for me because like I was raised by anime. Like so shonen stuff. So you always have that sort of mentality in your head, like, okay, did your heroes quit? Did Did Goku tap out? Did Naruto tap out? Like, did
Facts.
Ichigo tap out?
I love it. I love
Yo,
it.
this one thing. Segway. Yeah, because I'm a Vegeta fan myself.
Oh,
Vegeta and Rock Lee, bro. Like, those my guys.
No, Vegeta's.